In this next video, we will be discussing why Apollo is different from our competition and what value we bring to the marketplace and to our customers. The first thing to understand is the services that we provide. Our first service is third-party energy supply advisory or negotiation. One of Apollo's core line services is to help our customers in deregulated states shop their third-party energy supply, make the correct recommendations for the types of third-party energy supply agreements they should be entering into, and facilitate those transactions on their behalf. Apollo has relationships with some of the largest, with one of the largest energy brokers and some of the largest energy suppliers in the deregulated states. And as a result of that, we are able to go out into the marketplace and shop our customers' energy bills amongst 30 different third-party energy suppliers. And that number continues to grow on a monthly basis. As a result of this service, our clients do not need to take the burden of shopping their energy bills upon themselves. We provide that service for them. We're going to contact all of the largest third-party energy companies to obtain quotes from those companies on behalf of our clients, so we can ensure the client that we're going to find them the most favorable third-party rate in the market that exists for them. In addition to finding a favorable rate for our client, we will also advise them on what type of third-party energy supply agreement they should enter into. For instance, if they're a manufacturer running 3 separate shifts, 24 hours a day, and they're using energy 24 hours a day, we might recommend what we call a time of use agreement for that manufacturer, where the energy will be cheaper at nights and on the weekends than it will during the day. That's some extra value that we're able to bring to the table to differentiate ourselves from our competition. The majority of our competition are simply just trying to sell customers a fixed rate for electricity and or natural gas, and we're able to customize that solution for their specific usage. In addition to third-party energy supply advisory, Apollo Energy Management Advisors offers a utility bill audit service. This is our core line service. This is what the company was founded upon. And believe it or not, a large majority of commercial energy users are being overbilled or have been overbilled by their local utility providers. And as part of our utility bill audit service, Apollo will go backward 3 to 4 years into their billing history with the local utility provider to identify places where they were overbilled. If we are successful in identifying any of those areas, we'll lobby the utility and or state on behalf of the client, and we will obtain a refund for the client for that overbilling. All of these services are performed at no cost upfront to the client. Apollo simply bills a percentage of whatever refunds we're able to uncover for the client. In addition to obtaining refunds, part of the utility bill audit is looking at the client's current utility bill profile. We actually look at the distribution charges that the utility provider is charging the client, not the third-party energy supply charges. And we see if the client is on the right utility distribution schedule, billing schedule. If they are not, we will make adjustments to that schedule so that the client will realize monthly savings going forward on their bill. So the utility audit is a strong additional service that we bring to the table to differentiate ourselves from our competition. We do have some competitors that do offer the utility bill service. However, our staff has been involved in that industry for over 4 years, and we deem ourselves experts in the industry. In addition, Apollo offers a monthly monitoring service at no charge to our customers, where we will monitor their utility bills on a monthly basis to identify errors in real time. If we are able to identify any of those errors, we'll correct them immediately and get a credit or a refund issued back to the client. In addition to monitoring services, Apollo will offer energy management services as well. You will find that many commercial energy users are becoming more energy savvy, and they're becoming more well aware of their energy bills as a result of deregulation. Not only are they looking to reduce their energy spend through shopping a cheaper third-party supply rate, but many commercial energy users are attempting to reduce their consumption through efficiency projects. Some of those projects include LED lighting retrofits, demand response programs, and other energy efficiency solutions that exist in the marketplace. Apollo does not generate revenue off of any of these energy efficiency projects. However, we are versed in the subject matter, and we will aid our clients in directing them towards the right to the right vendors. We will also help them oversee the projects and make sure that they are implemented correctly. Some value propositions that we bring to our customers are fairly simple. One, we will negotiate the best supply rate on our client's behalf. As I stated before, we will go out on the client's behalf and shop the majority of the third-party energy suppliers that exist in that specific market to find the best customized rate for the client. Apollo operates in all deregulated territories, so we are able to handle clients with multi-state locations. You will find many times that clients may have a location in Pennsylvania and another location across the bridge in New Jersey, or they might be a national company and they might have locations all around the country, some of which fall in several deregulated states. And most businesses like to deal with a single vendor for a certain product or for a certain service. So the fact that we exist in every deregulated territory means that we can handle those national clients or clients that have locations in multiple states. We can shop third-party supply rates for their businesses in Pennsylvania and in New Jersey, and we can offer other additional energy services as well to both of those locations. So that's a key point when to bring up when talking to your clients that have locations in multiple states, because the majority of our competition is not able to operate in every single deregulated state. We are willing to give last look pricing for any third-party supply rate. In other words, if a client is being quoted by another broker or by another third-party energy supplier, we are willing to take their best quote that they received from a competitor, and we are willing to go out in the market to see if we can beat it. One topic that I would be bringing up with your customers almost on every single meeting would be this last look pricing. If you're able to allow, or if you get the customer to allow you to give them last look pricing, you are more likely to win the deal. We have over 15 years combined energy experience between the Apollo staff. In addition to that, we offer other comprehensive energy solutions like the utility bill audit, the efficiency management, and the monthly bill monitoring. Now, when you are visiting a customer, there basically are three different things that you want to keep in mind when you're giving a sales pitch. And I'll go through all three of these briefly and then dive down into each one in more detail. The first point is that we will be honest, we will be transparent, and we will provide exceptional customer service. The second point is our audit desk will look at every single customer's bill to see if a utility audit would benefit the customer. And our third point is that we will provide a no-pressure free look at the client's utility bills to see if we can save them money. Now, let's back into these in a little bit more detail. on the first point, in terms of being honest, transparent, and providing exceptional customer service, that is the biggest value proposition that separates us from our competition. The majority of energy service companies in deregulated territories are not explaining energy deregulation to their customers, so their customers are confused. They're not properly quoting their customers, so the customers are being misled in terms of the savings amounts that they will receive as a result of switching to a third-party supplier. There are certain clauses, fine print clauses in some third-party supply contracts that should be pointed out to the customer, but a lot of our competition do not point them out to the customer. So being honest with the customer, being transparent with the customer in terms of explaining the energy bill, explaining deregulation, explaining the contract, educating the customer is extremely important. The last step in terms of providing exceptional customer service is really a way just to differentiate yourself. Customers are sick and tired of being lied to. They're sick and tired of being overpromised and under-delivered. And when they call somebody, they want to be able to get somebody on the phone to answer their questions. They do not want to wait on hold. So that's the value that Apollo brings to the table. We have business development managers like you in the deregulated territories so that they are able to provide a high-touch aspect to the client. If I were you, I would encourage your customers to call you directly on your cell phone at any time. And if you don't have the answer to their questions, assure them that you will be able to get the answer to their questions from the Apollo staff. The second point here, that our audit desk will look at every single customer's bill to see if a utility audit would benefit the customer, is also a huge point. Our utility audit service definitely differentiates us from the competition. And when you're able to find a refund for a customer, they really like you, and they're more likely to stay with you, and they're more likely to purchase their third-party supply contracts through you. And the last point here, in terms of providing a no-pressure free look at your utility bills to save the customer, see if we could save the customer money, is really just a last quote-unquote last-ditch effort sales pitch, where if the customer is giving you some kickback, or they're throwing some objections at your way, one thing you could say to the customer is, "Hey, look, Mr. Customer, let me get a copy of your bill. I'll take it back to my team. We'll provide a free look at it. We'll see if we can save you any money. And if we can, I'll come back. And if we can't, no big deal. It's no sweat off your back." So that's the foundation of our sales pitch. Obviously, you can add your own personality to it and build upon it and see what works for you out in the marketplace. See what doesn't work for you. You can add to it, take away from it. But it's a good place to start.